how are you doing? Today is a great day because I hit my first 60-mile week of 2020. It was a very exciting week, very fun, and I thought I would bring you along and share with you how I hit 60 miles in 1 week and how you can do the same. So let's just get right into it because this is an exciting video. Let's go.
I think that I'm finally in my zone, living on a high, but we keep it on the low, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Don't know where I'm going, I'm just going with the flow, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone, oh yeah.
So a 60-mile week is something that is very hard to do. And if you haven't hit at least 50 miles, I do not recommend you doing it because it's tough. And if you jump into it too quickly, then you might get injured. And that's not something you want to do. So to hit 60 miles, there are many ways to do it. I doubled twice. And on Monday, I did some cruise intervals by doing some 200s and 300s. And in the morning, that was in the morning, and so I did 8 miles, and then in the afternoon, I did another 5 to get 13 on the day. This workout that I did was not supposed to be too fast or too hard. It was just to get the legs to turn over a little bit and get used to the pace because track is starting soon. So on Tuesday, I woke up early and did 7 miles, and that was an easy run. At about 7:58 pace. I like to keep my easy runs easy in order to recover more. And then I lifted. I do think that it is good to get in some strength work every once in a while because when you're on the track, you need to be strong in those last few laps of a 3200, for example. So that was Tuesday. I did not double then. I doubled Monday and Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I did some 600 repeats, and those were also just cruise intervals. It was a tough workout because doing 20 miles in 2 days is always going to be hard. I was pretty sore, and it was a disappointing workout just because it was kind of slow, but sometimes that happens, and it's just the off season, so you can't really get too down about one workout. In the afternoon, I did another 5 miles, so I had 13 miles on the day. And it's kind of tough to do 13 miles in 1 day 2 times because 13 miles is usually like my long run. And so, after 3 days, I already had 33 miles. That's tough. So the next day, I did 7 miles to get to 40 miles, and that was just a slow and easy run. Again, when you are running 60 miles in 1 week, you have to keep the easy runs easy. That's just really important. You have to get recovered. And I did not lift on Thursday because I was already pretty tired and just didn't want to make myself more sore. Friday, the day before long run, I wanted to keep it really easy just so I'd feel good for a long run. So I only did 5 miles on Friday. Again, very easy at about 7:45 pace. Through the first 5 days, I'd survived. I was feeling good and I wasn't too sore. I was a little bit sore, but then on Saturday, I ran my longest run yet, 15.3 miles, which was the longest run yet by 0.08 of a mile, from 15.22 to 15.3. And I wasn't trying to go fast, but I did feel really good because all week it had been below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and so Saturday was 40 degrees, so getting to run in half tights was just amazing, and I ended up averaging 7:22 pace, which was pretty good considering how windy it was. So after getting to 15 miles, I threw in a few strides to just keep the legs feeling fast a little bit, and then I got to 15.3 miles, and so I ended the week at 60.4 miles. And today is Sunday, so yesterday I did 15 miles, and I'm actually not that sore. I usually feel a little bit sore. I'll feel tired tomorrow, definitely, but I'm feeling pretty good today. So now you are probably wondering how you can run 60 miles in 1 week. And you're probably wanting me to tell you. Yes? No? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. And there are a few ways to do it. I'm not going to give you specific workouts because everybody's different and everybody should be doing different workouts based on their physical ability. But there are a few ways to hit 60 miles in 1 week, and many high school runners will only want to run like 5 days a week, for example, because those are the days where they run after school with their friends. And I highly recommend not doing this, because if you are trying to hit 60 miles in 1 week and you only have 5 days to do so, you have to average 12 miles a day, and 12 miles a day is tough. Now, if you add a 6th or 7th day, you are looking at less than 10 miles a day, and that's a game changer. Another thing that people wonder when they are trying to run high mileage is, should I double? And I highly recommend doubling because it makes it so much easier to hit the mileage. If I'm trying to run, say, 20 miles in 2 days, I think it would be much easier to maybe have one day that's 13 miles split into 2 runs than to do 10 and 10. And I think that I would feel much better. I think my legs would recover better. My final tip is recovery. When you are running 60 miles a week, it is very hard to recover, and you have to do everything you can to get recovered. Personally, I recommend foam rolling before and after every run, and I also recommend getting as much sleep as possible. Try to go to bed early because that is when your body does like 90% of the recovery. Those are my tips for running 60 miles in 1 week. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you learned from this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button. Sorry. Live life to the max. I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Also, I just want to say happy birthday to
Thomas McMillan,
the man you've seen in my intro. Happy birthday, bro. Thanks for everything you've done with this channel.